You know those old style The One Boom commentaries you might have subscribed for a while back, where I would just let loose on a topic and not care how my hot take was presented or how it was received? Well, you're getting that right now. It got confirmed by a couple content creators that slide canceling is not going to be in Modern Warfare 2. And you know what I say? Good. Honestly, great, fantastic, awesome. I don't want to mince words about this. I don't want to do the thing that a lot of content creators have been doing, including myself in the past, where I give slide canceling the slight okay, where it's like, oh, well, you know, it did require skill or some practice, and I know it is fun to pull off. No, I'm sorry. We could talk about, you know, how bad aim assist is for gamers' skill and everything, but, well, the truth is, analog stick users are generally using aim assist, and the best thing about slide canceling is not just how fast you moved, and not just how hard to hit you would be in general, but like the biggest thing about it was that it would just screw with aim assist. The aim assist would over or under react to the player's movement because the player's movement is so quick and unnatural, and I got sick of it really quick. And honestly, when it comes to it taking skill, it's a simple button combo, and while yeah, it can be useful, it looks absolutely ridiculous. One of the things I talked about a while back on this channel was that sometimes you have to look at a mechanic and ask yourself, does it matter how much skill it takes if it seems intentional, if it seems goofy looking, strange, or counterintuitive? Like, quickscoping is always going to be a part of like 90% of FPS games. The ability to take a sniper, quickly aim down sight and take someone out, it's a skill. But if it's overpowered, then people are going to be running up to you with a long-distance bolt-action rifle and taking you out in CQC in the time it takes for them to aim down sight. The question isn't how much skill does that take, the question is how often is it being utilized and is it counterintuitive? And if the answer is yes to both of those things, then really, as a community, we have to have an actual discussion about whether or not it has a place in the game. And that's been my point with many of the things that people refer to as skill-based in Call of Duty. Like drop shotting and jump shotting, back before some of you were even born in games like Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2. Drop shotting and jump shotting was sort of a contentious thing, but it was the schmovement of the time. It was the skill play of the time. And one of the things I realized back in 2012 was if everybody's doing it, how much skill does it really take? And if people are even doing it unnecessarily just because it's a, you know, reflex to do it, then how much skill does it take? Just because something is the meta or requires some muscle memory or a little bit of practice or some timing doesn't mean it just gets a place in the game. Slide canceling is one of those things. It broke aim assist, it was a movement exploit, and apparently in the pro scene it was actually causing some hand injuries, so that's almost funny, but it shouldn't take too long for a healthy human brain to realize that if something's causing hand injuries, it might not be intentional. So I am glad to see slide canceling gone in Modern Warfare 2. And there are people whose entire personality from Modern Warfare 2019 up through Vanguard, their entire personality on Warzone even, is just, I can slide cancel, I can break ankles. No, you can take advantage of a movement exploit that breaks aim assist, really sucks for lower DPI mouse users, speaking as somebody who was lower DPI until I kept dying to slide cancelers. This is back when I was playing on my PC. And while yes, it makes for some great TikToks and some great YouTube shorts and some great clip compilations, but ultimately, you're just taking advantage of a movement exploit. You're just playing the game in a way that it was never intended to be played. Like, you weren't intended to go into a gunfight sliding, jumping, and moving up and down in that fashion. I mean, snaking was a thing in Call of Duty, and that got nerfed, and I'm pretty sure completely removed, or primarily removed, all the way back in like 2016 with Infinite Warfare, where people were, you know, moving forward into a prone and then standing back up and just sort of, again, it looked like you're, you know, doing the worm on the ground, and it's hard to hit. And while dropping to your chest and firing back and sliding into a gunfight I think is intentional, these exploits like snaking or slide canceling, or just the ability to bunny hop throughout a gunfight or drop to your stomach in every single gunfight, I don't think that's intentional. I think most of your gunfight should be happening on a, sort of singular, predictable plane. Not predictable in the sense that it's easy, but predictable in a way that's just consistent. So what's my opinion on slide canceling being dead? Good. It doesn't need to be in the game just because, again, it takes muscle memory, it takes some skill. I don't care. I'm glad it's gone. Don't ask yourself how much skill something takes or how meta something is. Ask yourself if it has a place in the game. Ask yourself if it's counterintuitive. Ask yourself if it's intentional. And ask yourself, how many people does it just provide a disadvantage to? I'll tell you, controller users that have aim assist on or low DPI mouse users are not having fun. And if earlier in the video I said DPS instead of DPI when referring to my mouse, I'm sorry. I don't have a script for this commentary and I'm not gonna do 2 takes of it, so go to hell. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching this little rant and tangent, and fuck slide canceling. I'm sick of it.